Welcome back to our international viewers, and thanks for joining us again. It's now time for our daily English news edition, weekdays at 6 p.m. The state police have announced the security precautions for the visit of the U.S. Secretary of State, John Kerry. Hundreds of police officers will be stationed along the roads that Mr. Kerry will travel, and the route will also be monitored from the air. Several roads will be completely blocked off to traffic, including a part of the Tirana-Durrës highway. The police have asked for the understanding of the citizens during this special occasion, and they request that they avoid traveling on these roads between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. It's reported that 1,548 police officers will be patrolling the territory, limiting traffic access and escorting the vehicles that will be transporting Kerry and the American delegation. They also announced that ambulances will be standing by in case there are any accidents because of the roadblocks. If any citizens need transportation to the hospital, the police will accompany the ambulances. Meanwhile, Aura News will be broadcasting the entire visit live in a marathon broadcast that will begin shortly before Mr. Kerry's arrival. The Red and Black Alliance held a protest today at Mother Teresa Square on the eve of John Kerry's visit. The head of the alliance appealed to Mr. Kerry to refuse to meet with the incriminated politicians and to publish an official list of the incriminated. Some of the protesters were holding a large banner that read, "Welcome Mr. Kerry, but do not shake criminal hands, and please publish their names." The head of the alliance repeated this call. "Do not shake the hands of corrupt governors," he said. "The Albanians have their eyes on you." He accused the political class of not working to attract American investors in 25 years. The U.S. Secretary of State, John Kerry, is expected to arrive tomorrow morning, and his agenda includes a number of meetings with the highest state leaders. The biggest party in the country is holding elections to select the delegates for its Congress. The election process for the Socialist Party Congress was held today in Berat, Fier, Elbasan, and Korça, monitored by the Socialist Party chairman, Edi Rama. Prime Minister Rama expressed his faith in the process and his belief that the Socialist Party can be doubled in size. He said, "Today you are voting for the delegates of the Congress. The delegates are not people who have just joined the party. They have shown that they can represent their country in this Congress." Rama added that because the Socialist Party is the biggest in the country, it has the responsibility to set an example for the other parties. He encouraged growth and acceptance among the party members. "We do not have the right to be prejudiced against anyone," he said. "It does not matter if someone was with the Democratic Party in the past." The Vice Prime Minister Niko Peleshi monitored the election process in Korça. He said that the process was transparent, rejecting the accusations of the Socialist MP Ben Blushi, who has claimed that the elections were fictitious. 34,000 members were called to participate in the Socialist Party elections in the four main cities to elect 330 party leaders. 49 delegates will be selected in Berat out of 5,000 members. 87 delegates will be selected in Elbasan out of 8,800 members. 118 delegates will be selected in Fier out of 12,000 members, and 82 delegates will be selected in Korça out of 8,300 members. The organizational secretary of the party, Blendi Klosi, explained that based on the decision of the National Assembly, one delegate will be selected for each 100 members. Electoral commissions have been set in place for each municipality, and the selection of delegates will be finished by the end of February for the four cities that were mentioned. The election dates for the other cities will be determined during the coming week. The Socialist MPs Ben Blushi and Talant Bala were in Elbasan today to monitor the voting process for the party delegates. The two MPs debated over the process, with Blushi claiming that the elections are being manipulated and Bala claiming the opposite. According to Ben Blushi, the elections are a farce and delegates have already been selected. He made the following comments today. "We were not notified of the elections until this morning. The list of candidates was not even publicized. Candidates should have been proposed by the organizations of the party, a process that never took place. The candidates have been pre-selected by the Socialist Party officials. The delegates of the Congress have already been appointed. They are not being elected today. This process is not open, transparent, or democratic, said Blushi. His colleague Talent Bala took the other side with the following comments. It is a very democratic process. It began in a transparent manner, and it will be finished in the same way. The main criteria for this process is gender equality. Out of 170 delegates from Korça and Elbasan, there are 85 men and 85 women. It is an important process that will guarantee gender equality. Mr. Blushi cannot speak about the process because he was not present for any of its phases. All of the socialist members were notified about the process. As the deputy of this area, I myself notified all of them. Blushi has not visited Elbasan for 2 years. He is not performing his primary duty as an MP of the area to come and visit the citizens. Blushi is talking like Salih Berisha when he speaks against his own party, said Bala. Prime Minister Rama also traveled to Elbasan today. He defended the voting process, saying that it is being conducted normally. He also responded to the accusations of Blushi, saying that the party will continue its work despite the critics. The Democratic chairman Lulzim Basha participated today in the elections for the Democratic Youth Forum in Shkodra. In his address, he called the decriminalization law a great achievement for the opposition. He said that a number of the government officials, including Prime Minister Rama, need to be brought to justice. Furthermore, he made the claim that the current government will fall if free elections are held, because according to him, they manipulate and corrupt the regular electoral process. Those who abuse the popular belief should face a popular trial and free elections, he said. The people should remove them with their votes. Mr. Basha accused the government of causing great suffering to the country, risking the achievements of 25 years of democracy. He continued, "This government is an oligarchy. This is the rule of a minority who wants to make all the choices on behalf of the Albanians, but not for the Albanians." He went on to say that the democracy of 25 years is being threatened by a new dictatorship. There was an unexpected power cut during Berisha's speech today, and the power company explains that the brief power failure was caused by unstable weather conditions. The new ambassador of Kuwait to Albania has paid a visit to the Ora News station at the invitation of the company president, Mr. Ilie Ndroçi. Mr. Al Yassim began his mandate as the ambassador to Albania just a few weeks ago, replacing Ambassador Al-Badir. During the visit, Mr. Ndroçi reconfirmed the relationship between Ora News and the Embassy of Kuwait, passed down from the good relations with former Ambassador Al-Badir. He took Mr. Al Yassim on a tour of the Ora News studios, showing him where all the programs are broadcast. From the Tonight studio, President Ndroçi briefed the ambassador on one of the greatest achievements of Ora News, the polls and exit polls for the Albanian elections. Mr. Ndroçi said that because of the special relationship with Kuwait, the Ora News screen will continue to reflect the cooperation between the two countries, both economic and political. On his part, Ambassador Al Yassim made the following comments. "I am very happy to have visited this place. Your studio is really the last word in technology. I have been watching Ora News since I arrived here in Albania. My only problem is that I can't understand the Albanian language. Even so, my television always stays on Ora News," he said. Mr. Ndroçi responded, "We do have an English edition at 6 o'clock that is especially for the diplomats in Albania. We have had very successful cooperation with Kuwait." The ambassador thanked Mr. Ndroçi and gave assurance that he and his staff will always be ready to cooperate with Ora News. That's the end of our edition for this evening. Thanks for watching, and please join us again on Monday for more news in English. Have a great night.